everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you can probably tell from the title, today is my birthday. I am 17 today, so it's not really a special birthday, but it's a birthday, so it is special. I just can't wait until I'm 18 next year and I'll have like a lot more freedom and I'll be an adult, which is exciting. But anyway, back to the point. Yes, it is my birthday, so this is the look that I came up with today. This is my birthday makeup look. I thought what better way to kind of spend my birthday than to do an eyeshadow look for you guys to kind of watch and recreate. I know I did say that I was going to be doing some eye looks that I have recently done in the past, but I thought I would do this one first, which is really different. And I have used different techniques, so it kind of was at my comfort zone, but I got there in the end and this is how it turned out and I'm so happy with how it turned out. Now this video is purely going to be focused on the eyes, so I will leave the tutorial for my brows and my complexion in the description box below because I won't be doing that on camera because I want to save time and do the eyes. But there will be some more eyeshadow looks coming soon, so don't you worry about that. And yeah guys, without any further ado, let's just get straight into the video. Don't forget to leave a big thumbs up if you enjoy it, and who wouldn't enjoy it? And don't forget to subscribe to be part of my little YouTube fam here on YouTube. And click that bell button down below just to be notified when I do post a new video as well. Alright guys, so let's just get right into this video. Okay, so let's just get jumping right into it. So I have already done my brows and my eye base off camera. I will leave the link to my brow tutorial in the description box below just because it does save a bit of time. I have already primed my eyes with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C3, as well as carving out underneath my brows with C1. And then I just went over lightly with a bit of translucent powder just to set that in place and highlighted my brow bones using the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. So the palette that I'll be using to do this whole eye look today is this palette here. This is literally my #1 favourite eyeshadow palette. I always use this regardless, even if it's just for one shade. I always use this. This is what the palette looks like. It is very gorgeous. Well, it was gorgeous when I first got it, but now it's a bit of a riot, so please excuse me. I tried to clean up as best as I can, but I felt like if I was trying to clean up here, I was going to put my nail in like one of the eyeshadows and I didn't want that to happen. So my whole eye look will be based off of this whole palette today. Another thing I want to mention before we get started, I am so used to doing my eyeshadow in like a big mirror and going up really close to the mirror to see what I'm doing. So if the camera goes out of focus or goes really bright, I am so sorry. I do apologise. But I will be talking you through the steps that I'm doing and what I'm doing with the eyeshadow just so as you can get a really in-depth tutorial on the look. So I'm going to be going in with my MAC 217 brush. It might look as if I've already used it, but it is stained from an eyeshadow that I've used in the past. So the first eyeshadow I'm going to be going on with is this colour right here, smack bang in the middle of the palette. And what I'm going to be doing with this is I'm literally just going to be putting this in the socket. I'm not going to be blending out. I'm literally just going to be packing on the colour and that's it. I'm not going to be blending it out. I'm literally just going to be packing on and then we're going to blend out with the lighter shade later on. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm literally just going to pack this colour on in my kind of like in the socket of my eye. I'm not going past the outer corner or the inner corner. I'm literally just keeping it in that part of my eye. Now, I know this probably looks scary just now, but when we bring the lighter colour in to blend it out, it will look, hopefully, somewhat good. So just continue to pat that colour on, just make sure we're getting the best colour payoff that we can possibly get. So the next colour I'm going to take is this shade right up in here, this kind of light, it's just kind of like a lighter shade. And I'm going in with the Zoeva 224 Luxe Defined Crease Brush, which kind of looks like that. And then just using like a wiggling motion, I say. And we're actually just going to kind of go around the edges. And kind of soften the edges out, because that is what blending term means, soften out. And I'm hardly even touching my eye. I'm literally just going over the edges really lightly because that's all you need to blend out an eyeshadow. And as you can see, the more I'm doing it, the more the harsh line's going away. That's all you need to do. You just need to keep on doing that all the way around this colour until it's completely diffused out. But we're nearly there, just kind of making sure that all the edges are really soft and there's still no harsh lines. Okay, so that is what it should look like after it's all blended out. As you can see, there are no more harsh lines around the edges, and literally all you had to do for that part was just go around the edges very softly and make sure that the harsh line was totally gone. So once we've got everything blended out, I'm going to go ahead and darken up the crease with a mix of this one here and a little bit of this one here. So I'm just taking those colours on another MAC 217 brush. So I'm really just focusing this colour in the eye socket and kind of gently, ever so slightly blending it out because we want it to be really intense and we want it to be really defined. So as you can see, the colour is starting to build up a little bit. We just want to keep on blending away in little motions and we'll get a good result. So I'm really just working this in and making sure that it's nicely blending in with all the colours so that you're getting a nice ombre effect. I'm then going to take back the first brush that I used to put down the first shade and I'm going to go on the edges and kind of softly blend them out. Because that is how you're going to get a really nice kind of like transition going on with all the colours and are not really harsh lines. So I'm then going to darken the crease up a little bit more with this colour down here, which is the one next to black, but it's not completely black. It's like a really, really dark brown. But we're really going to use a tiny, 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 tiny bit of it because if we use too much, it's just going to be all messed up and look like a black smoky eye going rotten. So I'm literally just going to take this on the same brush that I used for the previous dark brown colour. I'm literally just going to tap into it, like literally just like tap. That's all you need. And I'm literally just going to darken up the outer and inner corners. So really when I'm applying this colour, I don't want to go past the dark brown colour that we previously put down. We want to go within that barrier so as that we're not going past the line. Then we'll have to go back in with all the other colours and blend it out and then it's just going to go further out. We want to kind of keep this eye look within like this part of our eyes and kind of blend it out nicely. So I'm literally just using up and down kind of motions, kind of like little circly motions, just to make sure that it's nice and blended out and it's not too dark and not too intense. So to cut out the centre of my eye, I'm going to be using this MAC Select Cover Up Concealer right here in the shade NW15. If you know me, you will know that I love to use this concealer here for cut creases or half cut creases or spotlight eyes because I feel like it sets on the eye nicely and it doesn't budge. And then I'm going to be going with the Morphe M421 brush, which is this really small kind of detailed brush. It's kind of like a concealer brush, but it's more defined at the tip, as you can probably see. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this concealer in the back of my hand. You really don't need too much of this because a little bit goes a long way. And I'm just going to coat both sides of this in the concealer. And then once my brush is really flat and really precise, I'm ready to then go in and cut my crease. I'm going to go ahead and look ahead and say I can probably take mine just above here because you won't be able to see it, but you still want people to see the darker colours kind of coming around the sides to make it look really nice because you don't want to be doing all this blending work and you're going to be covering up concealer. Like, that's just not how it works. So that is where I'm going to be cutting out my crease. And I'm literally just going to be dragging it ever so slightly down this side and ever so slightly down that side and blending it downwards. So kind of something like that, but I'm going to tidy up the top a little bit and then you're just going to blend it down like that and then you're just going to blend it out either side. Okay, so now that I've cut out my spotlight, this is what you should have roughly. So for the shimmer part of my eye, I'm going to be going in with this colour here. with maybe a little bit of gold on the outer corners. Blending into the darker colour and one in this colour right in the centre. I'm going to be going in with the lighter colour first, which is this one right in the top corner, this kind of like highlighty shade. I'm using the NYX number 14 kind of flat brush. You kind of want to press it, not drag it, because if you drag it you're going to interrupt the concealer underneath. So you don't need to set your concealer. I know some people do like to set it, but if you want the colours to really pop, you don't have to set it because the eyeshadow's setting the concealer for you. So you really don't need to go in and set it with powder. I'm going to go in and place this colour, this kind of like champagne-y rose gold colour, just at either side, just to kind of darken up a little bit. I've just went in and blended them in with each other, but now we want to kind of diffuse each side into the darker shadow. I am going to be using a little bit of this one, just at the sides to diffuse it in, and then I'm going to be going in with this one here just to diffuse it in even more. And just kind of pressing it in and blend it into the gold and the darker shade. And again, I'm pushing it in, I'm not dragging it on, because then you're going to interrupt the shadows and the base underneath. Okay, so that is the top of the eye now complete, and I am actually loving it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and do this eye off camera just to save time, and then I'm also going to throw on a quick base and some contour and highlight, and then we'll be back to finish off underneath the eyes. Okay, I'm back and I have done my other eye, and I've also done my base and my contour and my highlight and all that jazz. So we're now going to finish off underneath the eyes. Now before we start applying any eyeshadow underneath the eyes, I do want to go ahead and apply some black eyeliner underneath on the waterline. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that off camera, because I am not even going to attempt doing that on camera because I will probably poke my eye out. So I'll be back in 2 ticks. Okay, so what I did and I'm doing is actually smoking the black liner out underneath. I forgot to mention, but I just got this little shader brush and I literally just got the eyeliner and kind of smudged it down a bit, and that's going to be our base for the 2 pops of colour that we're going to put underneath our eyes. I'm going to be putting this colour on the outer and inner corners of underneath each of my eyes, and I'm going to be putting this colour in the centre underneath as well, just to kind of add some colour to my eyes, because I don't want it to be dark and plain. I just want it to be really nice and blue and purpley as well underneath. So I'm just going to grab the same shader brush, I'm just going to dip into the purple under here, and I'm just going to kind of smoke this out underneath my eyes. So just really gently smoking this out underneath, just so as there's enough to see the purple. Okay, so once you smoke the purple out, it should look something like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same on the inner corner. Okay, so that is roughly what you should have after that. I do apologise for this dark mark here. I did accidentally put some of the purple on my nose, so I tried to wipe it away, but I'm going to bake at the sides of my nose anyway, so it should help clean it up, so don't worry about that. But now we're just going to go in with this blue shade right here, just in the centre, just to add a little bit of pop. Okay, so now that the underneath this eye is done, I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same underneath this eye, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so while I was off camera, all I done was finish off underneath this eye, blend it all out, make sure it was nice, and fix up my eyebrows a little bit because they were a little bit wonky after all the powder. I went back in and put a little bit more highlight on my brow bone and some highlight in my corner, as well as putting on some mascara as well. I'm going to finish off with a nice nude glossy lip, and we'll be done. So for lips today, I'm going to be going in with the Gigi Hadid and Maybelline lipstick in the shade Tora, and going over top of that with some NYX lip gloss in the shade Creme Brulee. And this is the finished look. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial as much as I did. I am so happy with how this turned out. And yeah, I think that's all there is to this video. So if you liked it, again, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more videos from me in the future. And just click the bell button down below as well, just so you're notified when I do post a new video. So yeah guys, I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!